but most return with unseen physical injuries that worsen as time goes on. Stephen, our condolences on the loss of your wife. Please come on up here. I'm proud to stand vigilant with people like Stephen Starbuck, who have placed his time, his talent, and body on the thin red line to ensure America and our allies remain safe and our enemies remain on the run. Master Sergeant Starbuck's military awards include the Afghanistan Campaign Medal with 2 stars, the Iraq Campaign Medal with a star, the Legion of Merit, 2 Bronze Stars, 3 Meritorious Service Medals, a Pathfinder badge, and a Master Parachutist badge, amongst many other awards. Yeah. And as you heard in the video, Stephen needs help getting his diesel truck prepared so that he can take his art to the galleries, which we're going to talk about in a minute back here, his supplies for woodworking, but most importantly, to help other veterans who are in need as well. Stephen, we're going to help you get that truck fixed. And we're going to partner with you to identify the needs of other veterans in San Antonio and the greater Texas community that need help. Will you help us with that? Yeah, let's do it. So we want to work with you to find other recipients. So what we'd like to do at this time is give you a check for $5,000 to fix that truck. Okay, so right now what I want to do is also showcase your talent. Maybe you can just move a little bit that way so they can see this behind us. As Stephen said in the video, and as you can see, he does some amazing artwork. These are 2 pieces right here. There's 4 more pieces over on the side there. So, 6 pieces in total that he brought with us. A couple of these were in the video that we just saw. Now, about 2 days ago, many of these pieces of art were hanging in a gallery down in San Antonio with some very other high-end pieces of art. But Stephen is just getting going. He's just blossoming as an artist. He doesn't have 30,000 followers on Instagram. So I'd like everyone to do something right now. I'd like everyone to take out your phone. Take out your phone, please. And go to Instagram. I'll do it with you right here. I'll go to Instagram. 15% left on my phone. And type in this Instagram handle, Hillbilly. That's right, Hillbilly_warrior. Hillbilly_warrior. That's Stephen's account. Let's all follow him tonight on Instagram. Let's get the word out about what he's doing in Texas for our troops and also with his art. Now, yeah, please. Now, if you drink a little too much and you don't remember that handle I just gave you, it will be on our Facebook page. You can look it up later and follow him on not only Instagram, but his other social media accounts and us as well. So, with that, I thought it would be best, since we are here to do an auction, to perhaps auction off these 2 pieces of art. What do you say? Is that a good idea? But I'm going to hand the mic over to this gentleman because he looks like he's a little better at this than me.
Oh, I doubt that, but I do have a mic. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, really quick, please, by a show of hands, if you've had a steak dinner and a great cigar, put a hand in the air. If you are a man or woman in the armed services, you know somebody in the armed services, you see somebody in the armed services, put a hand in the air. If you respect and want to thank everybody that's our first responders, police, firemen, Coast Guard, and armed services, put a hand in the air. And if you'd like to help out people like Jason and Michael and Steve and everybody else that Soldiers Wish helps, put a hand in the air. That's what I got to do tonight. Okay? That's what we're going to do to help sell you. Over here helping me out, I've got Cass, Sally, Jason, Jackson, right here in the middle, Randy Woodward, and Casey Enload right there. Steve, I'm going to do something a little different. This is called Buyer's Choice. So ladies and gentlemen, I am not selling you a particular painting. I'm going to sell you your choice. You get to choose one. If you want to double your money, you get two. That way they can keep all of them together if they want to. And then we'll go back and sell the other. So ladies and gentlemen, your choice, either one of the Hillbilly Warriors paintings. Did I get it? Hillbilly _warrior. Either one of his paintings. Here we go, buyer's choice. What do you think? How about 100? 100, a little bit of 2, a 3, a little bit of 4, a little bit of 5, 500, 600, now 7, 7, 800, now 9, now 1,000, now 12 and a half, now 1,500, 1,500, a little bit of a 12 and a half, a little bit of a 15, 15 right down front, now 17 and a half, now 2, 2, a little bit of 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, 17, bit of 2, 17, bit of 2, a little bit of 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, you gotta be 18 and a half, sir, 18 and a half, a little bit of 18 and a half, cash right there with the lady, 18 and a half, 19 and a half, now 2,050, ma'am, now 2,050, 2,000, now 2,100, now 2,100, 21, 2,200, a little bit of 2, now 23, now 23, now 24, now 2,500, now 2,500, 2,600, now 27, now 27, you're out, 27, now 27, 2,800, now 28, now 29, now 29, ma'am, now 3, ma'am, 3,000, now 31, now 32, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, 3,200, now 33, now 34, thank you, now 35, now 3,600, now 37, now 38, now 39, ma'am, 39, a little bit of 9, 4,000, now 41, now 42, ma'am, now 42, ma'am, now 42, 42, now 43, 43, now 44, now 44, you bet, 44, now 45, now 45, we good, 44, now 45, I got 44, you gotta be 5, you get 5, I got 44, 5, 6, now 7, now 7, now 47, thank you, now 8, now 9, now 9, now 5, now 52 and a half, now 5,500, now 50, you might as well, 55, 7 and a half, ma'am, now 57 and a half, thank you, sir, he said yes, 7 and a half, now 6,000, 6,000, a little bit of 6,000, a little bit of 657, a little bit of 6, just sold it right there, 57, oh, I'm so sorry, 57 and a half. Buyer number 22, yes sir. Buyer number 22, 5,750. 222. Buyer number 222.
Good evening, everyone. Stephen, come on over here. So my name is Mark Decio with Danielle Quinn. We had the pleasure of spending the day with this gentleman, both at breakfast and at lunch, hearing his story. So on behalf of Danielle and I, this is what we'd like to do. We're going to donate the money and start the auction back over.
All right. Here we go again. Here we go again. Y'all ready? Here we go. 500. 35. You bet 35, 35, 35 on 4. 4,000 4, might as well. 4,000 34, 45. Now 4,500 45. 4,000 45. How about 42 and a half? 4,000 2 and a half. What do you think? 4,000 2 and a half. 4,000 2 and a half. Now 45. Now 4,500 45. 42 and a half. 45. 42 and a half. 45. You're so. 45. 45. You're so. Now 46. Now 46. What do you think? Now 47. Now 48. Now 49. Now 5,000. Now 51. Now 52. 52. 5,100 a little bit of 2. Now 53. Now 53. Now 54. Now 55. Now 6. Now 57. Might as well. Now 58. 58, 59, 59, 6,000, 600, a little bit of 61, 600, a little bit of 61, 600, a little bit of 61. Sold it. 6,000 right down front to our host this evening. 6,000. Buyer number 124. 6,000. Buyer number 124. You want 1 or 2? Which one would you like? He takes this one right behind me for 6,000. Give him a round of applause again if you would. Now, Hillbilly.
Would it be okay for him to explain a little bit about these two paintings?
You bet.
What they mean?
Okay, my painting comes from emotion. I don't see a picture and want to paint it or anything like that. It's what my brain tells me that I need to put on the canvas at that time. It usually comes in my dreams. I practice this thing called subconscious manipulation meditation. And it organizes my subconscious brain so I don't have nightmares, but it clarifies pictures in my brain. Like this one right here, blooms. I was visiting some friends down in Seagrove, Texas, and they were telling me about how a few years ago they had this massive algae bloom that just wiped out the catfish and affected all the fishing around there for a year or two. And I got back home and it just hit me, and I saw it in my brain. So I went and got my beer pitchers, because I paint with beer pitchers instead of brushes. Not that I drink a lot of beer, but so there's a little bit of science with it too, because my paintings are wet on wet on wet, and the only way you can do that and not mix the colors and come up with some crazy stuff is to know the weight of those specific colors and how to paint it. So for this one right here, it was actually 9 bitter pitchers of paint. I mean, it was a gallon and a half, 2 gallons of paint. And I had them sitting around. I put these on an easel in the middle of my garage, and I start looking at the canvas, looking at the paints, and I just start pouring. And, you know, if it's not flowing the way I want to, I pick up another picture and pour it the other way, trying to push paints to go where they go until I see the picture that was in my brain. And this one over here that you purchased, this is actually, I call it rebirth. Because after 27 years in the Army and being married for 32 years, all of a sudden my life changed. I wasn't who I was anymore, and my plans have changed or just been erased. So the largest part of my military career was jumping out of perfectly good airplanes. What can I say? 20 plus years, 89 jumps. So, you know, of course I couldn't paint every drop zone and every watering hole that I ever landed in. So, I was having what I thought was a nightmare, but it became a vivid dream of all my drop zones, and the lakes and everything just started meshing together. So this one is actually 3 drop zones, well 4 drop zones. Up here in the water, that's Mott Lake. If you've ever been on Fort Bragg, you know Mott Lake. You know, CH-47 jumps out of Mott Lake was always fun. The big spot here is Sicily, DZ, Sicily drop zone. You know, everybody jumps on Sicily, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Down here in the corner, we have Normandy drop zone. I actually lost 2 soldiers on a night jump on Normandy drop zone, so there wasn't no way I couldn't add Normandy in my division. And right through the middle is St. Mary of Leeds, which I've done a whole lot of turn and burns and CASA aircraft as a jumping jump master. And I can tell you that, yeah, I can't remember having a good jump, you know, because at that time I was pushing 250 with equipment and everything, 4 plus, and the parachute's only rated for 450 pounds on a good day. So I was more or less a lawn dart, hoping my parachute landing fall was good. That is rebirth. That's me putting what I was into the past, embracing it, and going forward in the future.
All right. Now, remember, our host Jim has bought this one. So this one's not for sale, Steve. Now we're going to sell this one over here. She's perfect. I think she's perfect. So we're going to sell the painting right over here. And don't forget, Hillbilly_Warrior. Here we go. You ready? Sell this painting right there. $500. How about 18 and a half, gentlemen? 18 and a half. 17, 15, 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. Yes, no. 17, 15, 18 and a half. 18 and a half. Yes, no. 17, 15, 18 and a half. Thank you. Now 19 and a half. Now 2,000 down there. Is that okay? 2,000. You bet. Now 2,100. What do you think? Now 2,200, sir. Now $2,200. $2,100. This is going to be a lot better than buying one in any dead where do you put this stuff usually? Galleries. We didn't have galleries where I came from. 22, sir. 22. 22. What do you think? Don't give up so easy. 22. $2,100. $2,100. Randy, I put those folks in at 21 right there. No, no, no. I'm with that guy right over there, 2,000 right over there. No, that guy does. You got me 21. That gentleman does over there. 21 now. You boys are on 2021, yes no? 21, yes no? Sold it to that gentleman right there. Give him a round of applause, Casey. We'd like to get a bidder's number, Casey. And one more time, give a big round for Steve and his fabulous handyman. Steve, if you would go on there, I got a few items to do. No, what's his name? Her name? Huh? Hershey? Oh, Hershey's like, I'm tired. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we've got items right there in your program. We're going to go right down through them. Here we go.